get to start game 2 here. Versus Private O'Malley and Druin. Two more good players. Gonna be another tough game, I'm sure. Unless maybe I get -5 again. Alright, here we go. Players 3, Prelude off, Draft on. Preludes off, yep, off. Off, 1 hour, yep. Here we go, Thorgator and Vintrix. Okay, Nitro Moss is good. Ore Processor is nice though. Interesting. I could look to do Thorgate with Ore Processor. I only have one powered tag though. If I did Thorgate, my plan would literally be just SP power 3 times to turn on the Ore Processor. That doesn't feel particularly good to me. Really, this whole hand is pretty yuck. I'm not happy with that. If I went with Inventrix, I could get 2 plant production early with Nitrophilic Moss. But I'd have to basically standard an ocean to do so. And then my 3 free cards, probably not quite good enough, would be my thought. The Thorgate bumper strategy feels the most consistent of them, but I could definitely high roll higher with Inventrix. It's tough. I do have Power Supply Consortium, but no other power tags. Rough game. So if I went Thorgate, I start with the 1 power, and I SP 3 times to get to 24 MC. That's 24 MC. And then I play Ore Processor and start using that. Pretty rough. Be better if I could somehow have another power tag and maybe use that to steal some. Anyway, so 24 being reserved already means I can take 8 cards if I want to. But there's not exactly a lot of cards to take here. Extreme Cold Fungus is almost worth considering because there's the microbe strat, but not the highest chance of finding it, and I'm going to be poor since I have no development, so I'm probably not going to. I think Nitro Moss is still worth considering. Small Animals is also worth considering. Pets, I think, is going to be a little too expensive. Dome Crater is also pretty expensive. Yeah, maybe it's just take these 4 and pray that something better comes along. And I'll just commit to the power for the bumper play. Feels bad. Feels real bad. This is not the kind of game you hope to find. A mining guild and a Phobo log. Oh my. Well, just SP power. See what they got. It's a good mining guild start. Okay. He passed. Alright, one more then. Sad. Oh, shoot. Fusion power would be pretty sick for me. I'm passing down. I'm gonna say Mining Guild can play Immigrant City if they want. Man, fusion power would be sick. I think it's GHG factories. I'm going kind of a tempo-ish game. Oh, I'll definitely take that business contacts. Thank you. Wow. Alright, I'll take the colony ship. Lightning Harvest is the extra tag, but I'm not going to do that. I'd like to get GHG factories on this gen, but I don't think I'll be able to. So it'll have to wait till next... Well, yeah, it'll have to wait till next round. Space elevator, that's pretty good for Mining Guild. Druin's definitely looking like the player to beat right now. There's the GIA. I figured something like that is what he had to pick Phobolog. I'm honestly surprised he waited. I thought he'd just rip it since it cost him 9 titanium. Hmm. All of these are pretty good. I'm actually thinking Nuke Zone here. Imported nitrogen is fantastic, obviously, but it's very much a late game card. I kind of want to develop early right now, so I think I'm going to take the Nuke Zone. Micro mills. Private has no earth tags, so I don't really care about Miranda going to him. I'll take the cupola. Soletta. The Gen 3 Soletta is probably not that good. I'll take the Fuel Factory. Interesting. The ocean came back. So I could do these two, get the steel there, then that gets me the ocean to turn on nitrophilic moss if I want to. Could also consider nuke zoning for a card instead. Don't really see the point in Cupola at this point in the game. I'd like to turn on GHG, but I can't unless someone gets a power down, realistically. Fuel Factory is still good enough early, I'll say. So that puts me to 22. Which would let me Reservoir and Nuke Zone. And that's about it. I think I'll do those. IO mining, okay. That's the type of thing I was saying. It's garbage or incredible. Let's hold off by just doing this for now and see what they decide to do. Man, that's incredibly strong. Could go for cards, but I kinda like just getting in over here with the Reservoir in the Nuke Zone. Cover up that tile too. That's a good card too. It's looking pretty scary. The only hope is that we finish the game quickly enough before he can get rolling too hard. I really would like protected habitats, but it's gotta be advanced alloys. Nuke power would be great too. Nuke power would be fantastic, but you can't pass alloys to that mining guild. And the alloys is good for me too. Hey Aspirin. Quick recap. Druid's doing very well with Preserve, Elevator, Mining Area Inventors Guild. Private had a GIA and then I guess he drew into IO, so that's his Phobo log start. I had a pretty sad hand, so I standard powered it 3 times the Store Gate to get Ore Processor and Reservoir on. And I've got these cards in hand. Ooh. Perfect. Perfect. I can work with that. Yeah, I'm willing to bet Private's doing a little better than I am right now. This has been kind of a sad game. Yep, as I see it, my only way to win is to tempo this game. Which I have the bumper at least, so it's possible. But it's going to be a hard one. I'd like to get Nitro Moss down, but I'm just not sure if I'll really be able to this gen. Okay, Plantation came back. Do I care about Plantation? Probably not. Got my O2 bumper already. So this puts me to 21. Then I can play Alloys, and that puts me at 12. Then I can Giant Space Mirror for almost free. And then I can play GHG Factories or Fuel Factory. So, seems good. Sure, my opponents are going for planner, but I can't really do anything about that. I'm not in a position that I can hoard cards for planner. We'll just skip and see what they're up to. Okay, there's the peroxide power. I would like to yoink that from him in case he has like a strip mine coming, but I can't. I need to do the alloys first. Then ideally, I'll GHG Factories and Power Supply Consortium, unless he does play Strip Mine here. But he can't afford it, so what am I talking about? He can't afford it. Interesting. So why do you play the power then? Go ahead and take Phobo logs. I wonder if Private's going for Mayor or something. With that early Phobo log. Not Phobo log, Phobos Space Haven. Nuke power, huh? Wow. Insane choice there. Olympus or business? Olympus is a tag towards Interstellar. But business is just repetitive card draw. Which I think is what I want. I do hate passing Olympus, but I think it's gotta be Business Network. This greenhouse is even good. Ice cap melting might be better. Yeah, it's an interesting question, DeCruz. I don't know why they did that. Ice cap melting isn't bad either, since it is a cheap ocean. Maybe it's better than greenhouses. Greenhouses is just looking to be kind of meh right now. I'll take the cheap ocean. Power infrastructure would be funny, but I'm happy with my stuff going over to heat, so I'll take the investment loan. Yeah, it definitely could be water splitting plant, but I'm not really sure why he'd want to do water splitting plants. He's definitely in better position for a long game, so helping me move the O2 up quicker seems like it could be a mistake. But maybe it's fine. Maybe he needs something up at the higher oxygen percents. Or he just wants to take the TR from me and not let me get as much of it. Energy saving is not good for the same reason that I don't think greenhouse is particularly good here. So I definitely want a fuel factory. Yeah, I guess I can either nitro moss or I can business network. I'm one off from being able to do both. Hey, Guy, great. Thanks for that. Not so much fun. Oh no, he has the Mars University too. That's unfortunate. But interesting order. I'd have done it the other way if I were him. So I can look at a card, which does hurt my income a little bit, or I can just nitro moss and start getting some green plants for possible greeneries. I think I like the moss play a little better, and then I'll business network next round. Looking familiar? Something like that happened to you recently? Just wish I'd had any development other than the ore processor line. It's just been kind of sad. Alloys is a really good pickup. I am glad about that. Alright, so he does have water splitting. So he's going to help me end the game sooner, which is okay with me, though he will have 2 milestones, so maybe he's counting on that being good enough. Oh, he's going to take that, huh? Rude. Actions order will be important here with me and Druin being around. I guess it's the science. Try and get so that interstellar colony ship comes on. Though it's not particularly a discount for me. Just these aren't particularly good either. Not particularly excited about Lycan. Lycan just doesn't feel that strong to me at this point. Trees is a pretty strong card, but it is gonna take some time before it comes online is the one downside, but I think it's still the best one there. I would say they're not overrated, but you'd have to explain to me your position on why you think they're overrated. Okay. I'm not sure if artificial photosynthesis is actually worth it. It's 15 MC for power I don't need, The science tag is nice, don't get me wrong, for Interstellar, but I think I'm gonna have to do better than that if I'm gonna win this game. So I'm just gonna take trees, I think. Yeah, I'm with you. I do think it's a little weird that Druin is going for the oxygen bumper route, but in general, I think they're fine to have. But Druin is going to get 2 milestones, so that's something that is going to help him out with his short game plans. Scientist funded. Well, that'd have been nice to have had to have known. Let's just take the heat bump and wait and think, see what they all do. I don't want to use my O2 bumper until I've seen Druin use his, and everyone's low on money, because I'm in position next round to get the bonus TR, which is very important with my strategy. Research outpost, that's really good. You hate to see it. Private must have some really big science cards in hand to just fund scientists like that so early. It feels like a mistake to me, unless he has a bunch of good science cards. Like if he had research with his Olympus Conference and his Mars U, that'd be fine, I guess. I assume he's playing some sort of space card since he played shuttles, but there's research, okay? Go in business network. He's in good position for Miner and Landlord. Thermalist is probably my best award, but I also want to be able to use my heat too. It's worth playing. Little extra titanium, slow down Phobolog a bit. It's probably worth playing. Gen 6 is definitely marginal. But since I've got alloys, I think it's worthwhile. Part of me wants to take Private O'Malley's titanium, but he already has so much production, he won't even notice it. So I think I'm going to hit Druin, just to try and slow him down some. That's a lot of income. I think I still AMC Druin. Just because Phobolog has so much titanium. Okay. He could have I'm gonna say fine though. If he has mining expedition, he can play it. I'm not gonna fight it. Dev Center. It's pretty good. Now I just need to draw like Deimos down. That's really what I'd love to see right now. Red Lab, it's pretty good. Might regret that Scientist Fund. Well, I'm passing to private, so I actually have to take Ganymede Colony, as much as I would like grass. Or physics complex, lol. Mangrove is fine, better than the rest. Power Grid is funny, but not particularly good. Now do I keep the Ganymede colony? Is the only question. It's worth 2 points right now. Oh, hello. Excellent. Wow, they're so kind to pass that to me. I wonder what else was in that pack. Grass came back? Whoa! Crazy. I did not expect that. I think Mangrove is okay. It's marginal, but I think plants reign supreme in a shortish game. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and get that. And then I also need to make sure I can, get my whatchamacallit, milestone here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move along pretty quickly on this. Yep, each titanium's worth 4. I'd love to play grass here, but lava flows is necessary, I think. So my plan is to... Actually, I could play grass here. It depends if they're close to claiming any of the other milestones, but doesn't look like they are. If Private plays a city, I might have to worry about it. Oh, he just passed. Alright, well I can play grass then. Let's go ahead and play that. A little late for pumping. Early on, I'd been pretty happy about that. I think I go ahead and business contacts here. See if I can find something good. That's pretty good. That's not quite so good. I think it's capital. And then I think I go ahead and claim the milestone. I don't particularly like greeting those things. And I'm gonna have to claim it at some point. Man, going for that physics complex. I bet Private passed him. Really need the Deimos now. Hmm. Interesting. I just thought he already had enough steel. Yeah, it is a bit of an underdog corp. Appreciate you cheering for me. But it was a really rough start this game, so I don't know if it's possible. Viral enhancers is pretty good. Like it a little bit more if I had a little bit better plant cards, but and animal cards, but it's okay. Well, I mean, I'll take the moss, I guess. With viral, it's okay. A little scared for my plants here in last position, but theoretically they'll at least be playing like a big asteroid or a Deimos if they do kill them, which helps speed up the game some, which is good. How do I know what my opponents are doing? It looks like you never check that. I check it. I know what they're doing. He's going Jovian and Titanium production. Also Science Engine since he has Mars, Ute, and Olympus. Druin is going massive steel production. And he's probably going to play Physics Complex here this gen. Yeah. Alright, Druin's still thinking. That's good. Not good, but that's actually bad. I second thought he was passing to me. Nope, that is bad. Private's probably going to get a good card here. Yeah, the problem with the terraforming strategy is I'm not getting enough help is the real issue. I'm trying not to put all my eggs in the basket of terraforming, because I will probably need a little extra oomph to win. I'm hoping plants will give me that oomph. But I guess let's go ahead and figure out what everyone's scores are. Energy tapping. Design isn't even playable. Let's see. I'm at -1 VP. Druid's at 4. Private's at 13. Private also has no milestones. Druid is 10. I've got 5. Druid's got any point from cities. I've got 1 from greenery. Too hard to tell on who's winning on scientists, so I'm going to give each of them 5. So it's a neck and neck game. I'm in last place right now at 40 points, and then Private at 42, and then Druid at 43. Viral and Moss seem okay. It's a little late for Moss, but I think it's okay. Yep, guess he's not playing the physics complex. He brought himself up to 6 energy. I assumed he was, but that's fine. Oh, Earthcat. Alright. A little late, but still a good card. Gene Repair. It does help me on my science a bit. Might not be playable, but I'm gonna risk it. Go ahead and take that. Because it looks like without having Deimos in hand, we're looking at least till Gen 10. I'd like to convert my plants, but I don't want to do that while birds can be hanging out there. Quantum, that's pretty good. I think I'll just increase the temperature and keep thinking here. So I could look into using my titanium on imported hydrogen, converting. Well, I might not want to convert immediately, like I said. I could use it and then play capital. Capital would go here. And then I fill in the spots around. It seems okay. Yeah, 6-point capital would be pretty sick if I could make it happen. Alright, well, no sense in worrying about it anymore. Now I can definitely be birds if someone has it. So I might as well get the last O2 point. AI Central too, huh? Man, Private just drew well this game. Go take the plants. Alright, got that wrapped up. Anti-grav. Alright. Well, -2 and card draw, -3 and me. Looking bad. Oh yeah, he's been doing that to others, Aspirin? Mass converter too. Oh gosh. Yeah. How many tags did he have? 3. Alright, well I don't regret passing it to him too much. Investment loan for an extra plant here, I wonder. Yes, it seems okay. Oh, actually, I'm an idiot. I forgot about the 3 cost. I can't do it. That's fine. We'll just pass till next gen. Well, I really need to find Deimos if I want to have a chance at winning this one. If I find Deimos first thing, oh, he has optimal too? Jeez. What happened here, Sky? A very sad game where I had no development whatsoever, so I picked Thorgate and standarded 3 power for ore processor. And unfortunately, both my opponents are in heavy engine building mode. You did up, birds. F. That's why I was gonna play around it, but since he played Towing a Comet anyway, whatever. Deimos, Deimos, Deimos. Oh. Passing to private. Hate to pass him any of these. Jeez, I don't know. Asteroid mining, it just doesn't win me the game. I'm gonna take tech demo and I'm gonna pray that I find some good cards from it, and like Deimos, and with that I'm able, yeah, that's what I need. Draw a big asteroid, Deimos from my tech demo, and then I've got a shot. Okay. Actually, Ice Asteroid's nice, but I already have Ice Cap and the bonus Ocean, so it's not necessary. I can just standard tech to maybe end it a little quicker, perhaps. Also helps me on science. Worms. I'm gonna take it, just because if it doesn't end Gen 9, I really need it to end Gen 10. Tough one. Yeah, I think I'm going to the loser's bracket this round. I don't see a way that I can beat these two monsters without a little help. Me? Are you kidding? Whatever. Yeah, that's what I'll tell myself, Aspirin. I'm an electrical engineer. Do you smell a little salt from me or aspirin there, DeCruz? I'm just stating a fact of life that I got very meh draws and my opponents both got insane draws. And there's nothing I can really do to turn this one around from what I see. I might be able to squeak out a second place, but I'm definitely not winning it. Yeah, I would say so. Look at Private's 13 titanium he hasn't had to use yet. And tell me if I should, who would be putting their titanium to better use? The guy that still have 13 titanium lying around, or the guy that, only has 2, and probably it's limiting his moves? But Private is definitely in good position to win this game. If Juin helps me, then he still has a chance to win. And how much of a discount? -2, -4, -6, -8. He's got -8 to space anyway, so what's he gonna use all that titanium for? Probably for the asteroid mining. I passed him. But aside from that. Okay. Helping me end, huh? There's nothing left to look for with that, so let's see if I got something good. Nope. Wow. Some hot garbage. I don't know. Like AMCing private kind of would feel like great escarpmenting Druin. It's like, okay, sure, I'm now down to 8 steel production. I don't think I'll even notice, while the other guy would be like, oh, I still have no steel. This is awful. I might go ahead and just lava flows, even though it does make me lose out on my temperature bonus, most likely. It'll let me turn on my trees, which is nice. Now the real question is do I do it for the 2 plants or do I do it on Ascraeus Mons for the card? Because trees is going to get me the plant anyway. Well, at least the birds get eaten. And that's the last ocean anyway, so no point in caring about that anymore. We'll do it over here. Ants! Man, Private drew really well this game. He only had the AI Central draw recently, and yet he somehow got all this stuff? Like, come on. GIA, IO. I had to pass him Olympus. Mars, Shuttles, Research, EarthCat, Quantum, Earth Office, AI Central, Mass, Optimal, Media, and Large Convoy. Like, jeez. I'm asking because there's a lot of experienced people here. Yep, insane or garbage. That's the life of all Phobo players. I don't know the answer to your question, Coronial. I like Steam. Personally, I think you can do whatever you want with Steam or iOS. I think it'll be mostly the same. Jeez, what do I want to do here? Anyone have any plant production? Nope. That poor small animals. I don't even think there is a difference. I'm just gonna go ahead and standard tech. Get the feeling I might be using it a lot in these next few turns. My investment loan. That's still not enough to play Gene Repair. I could also sell Ice Cap Melting. That seems fine. A little more useful than Moss at this point, I'd say. Because hopefully I'll find one more science tag and I can play Colony Ship and get some points there too. It's not great, mind you. But 36 for 6 is okay. Though really it's 42 for 6, which is not great. Probably Private's joining, but Druin's probably in second place. I'm probably last place. So he's only had AI Central the last 2 turns, Q. Oh, Sabotage? He didn't sabotage me at least. 1 second here while I work through this. Put this down. So he's only drawn like 4 cards from his AI Central. Well, so he opened up with the IO mining. Then you got the Mars U Olympus, shuttles, research, etc. Then Earth Catapult, Quantum, AI, Mass, Optimal, Media, Large Convoy. Of course, Sabotage somehow. Crazy draws. Druin had pretty good draws, but not nearly as good. He's got -3 and card draw. Good mining guild cards. Yep. So anyway, I went with the terraforming strategy because here were my cards. Got alloys at one point, which is the best card I got. Good old 3 standard power ore processor. Viral's good. Maybe Private will be nice and just end it here. Would I win if he just ended it here? Let's see, so Druin is at 2 on the Science Award. He's at 11 VP, 29. No, I think I would get 3rd if Private ended it now. And yeah, my card draw has been kind of abysmal. Ants, Polar Dust, Immigrant Shuttles. Yeesh. So I think I'm getting 3rd. And no, it doesn't matter who gets 2nd. First place is all that matters. And so Private will probably be moving on to the winner's bracket. Me and Druin will be going to the loser's bracket. But we're in good company. Lots of other amazing players have also gone to the loser's bracket. Unfortunately, it's not exactly thrilling content for me to just sit here and watch these guys continue on in their turns. So, sorry about that. Nice thing about being in definite last place is that they're gonna hit each other trying to win. Now we're all just gonna start selling off our cards. Sell, 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 sell. Diamond hands, guys. Don't sell. Diamond hands. Yeah, fish. Whew, punished for going plants. So if I'm hearing you right, Q, you're not always the best, but you're never the worst. I think I didn't ever get third either until now. Let me check those rankings, because I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I never came in third either until this game. Wonder what Druin's thinking about. Thermalist funded, huh? Interesting. Makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, it looks like he's ending it here. So yeah, I'm getting last. As to be expected. Kill my plants? Yeah, whatever, I wasn't getting the conversion anyway. He's gonna have 11, 12. I'll have 8, so yeah, I'm getting second there too. So he gets 4, 10. Well, I appreciate it, Aspirin. I'll take the win in your heart. So, you, by actual league, are you talking about something than what we already did, Aspirin? Where we had a division and played each other a bunch of times? Or were you kind of hoping that, after the divisions all got their respective, first through thirds, that, all the divisions would come together for a new league where everyone played to see who wins that one? Ba 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 bum 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 ba 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 ba. Well, the small animals and the moss ended up being mistakes. Moss was late enough that I probably should have said forget it, but with viral I was too tempted. Small animals, you just never know when it's in your opening hand like that. I had the oxygen bumper, it was my plan to turn it on, so I was thinking, could be worth an easy 2 points, but no one ever played any plant production except me, so ended up being a waste. Colony ship, I don't think is wrong to buy on Gen 2, Gen 3, whenever I speculatively bought it. You might find good stuff later on. Just turns out Private found all of it. Then Mangrove is also fine, I think. Again, it's speculative. But it'll pay off well with capital there. Yeah, that'd been pretty cool to have done it like that. But it also probably would take us like what, another 5, 6 months at the rate that it was going. I'm happy to be able to at least say I was the winner of my division. And I had some fun games. And if I end up losing the tournament, then oh well. I have nothing to prove, so to speak. I played well in my division. Oh boy, Druin sure is thinking here. All that thinking to sell a card, huh? And who was it that was asking me earlier? David M. Leal, yeah. So he still has an extra titanium even from his even after his big asteroid. So that is to say, if I had AMC'd him, that'd have been 3 generations, I think. I think that was 3 generations ago that I AMC'd him. So that had been 2 titanium that he wouldn't have had. That yeah. So it's like 8 MC potentially that would have gone to waste. So I don't know. I think it was fine either way. At the time he had like 14 titanium or whatever lying around. So at that point you assume he's got nothing to use it on. Or he's going to win the game because he's got all the space events and combos. There's a game I played previously where the Phobolog player had 25 titanium, I think, at the end of the game. He had nothing to do. Yeah, he'll spin now. But going back, so yeah, the guy had 24 titanium at the end of the game, so he ended up playing Security Fleet and using it because that was the only space tag he ever found. So when your opponent has 13 titanium, I'm inclined to hit the other guy who has 1 titanium. You might be able to use it better. Ooh, Ecozone. Would love to have had that card. The one regret I have is that I couldn't play the Mangrove. Yeah, I know Phobolog's special ability, but that just means that when he has 13 titanium lying around, he really must have absolutely nothing to do with it, in my mind. And at that time... Oh, nice. Now there's all the plant production. And at the time that I hit him with AMC, that was about here, I think, before he played the Earth Office, the Earth Cat, the Quantum, into the AI. Into all this. So at that time, you seen the guy play Phobos Space Haven as his best titanium play. And I don't know. I'm not that scared of someone who plays that as their best play, that they're going to have a bunch of titanium targets to use. As it turns out, he drew a lot of good titanium targets. But I stand by my decision. He could just use his heat and tie. on Thermalist. But I imagine he'll just SP. No, he used the heat. Oh, maybe I did the math wrong. He's at 13 to Druin's 12, so now he's good. I just can't do math somehow. Ecosystem's pretty good. Though, I don't know if it's as good since he had to play GHG and Algae for it. Yep, GG Druin. Nothing to be done. I'll have to watch it from private side to see, He had 13 titanium at that point, man. I've been talking to chat about this too. He had 13 titanium lying around with nothing to apparently use it on. His best play after that, with his titanium after the IO was Phobos Space Haven, which to me screams I've got nothing that's worth using this titanium on. Meanwhile, you have one titanium, and so I say, well, I'll just take it from the guy that it might actually hurt. He didn't have the premium card draw at the time. He didn't have more income at the time. He was leading on points. Unless you're talking about Mars U, in which case, yeah, he did have Mars U. But you already had Inventors Guild, and I don't think you played Dev Center at the time. Well, like I was saying to others, if you and Private both had Steel income, I would have, and I had Escarpment, I would hit Private with it, because what does Mining Guild? Yep. Yep, GG Private. I'm gonna have to watch it from your stream because you didn't have any card draw and somehow still found all those ridiculous cards. So, except for Mars U and Research and whatnot. But you didn't have any repetitive card draw. So you must have just had some crazy first picks from the draft. It can't be worse than mine, Private. I'll have to watch it from your perspective too, to see how we compare, but I somehow doubt it's worse than what my opening hand was. I'm pretty sure I'm willing to bet. Yeah, but you had GIA in your hand, right? Oh, you passed GIA? Crazy. Crazy. So I guess that's what lost the game for you, Druin, was passing the GIA. Because that got him the IO, which got him all his production. But you have no way of knowing he could draw IO from the 2-card ocean, so eh. Thanks for the follow, Oath Butcher. Yeah, I had the choice to go Inventrix, but I had no real game plan if I went Inventrix. I had Nitro Moss, and that was about it that meaningfully applied with Inventrix in my hand. So, I said I'm not gonna hope that the 3-card draw somehow saves me. I'm going to instead, I passed you Olympus. I would never pass you Mars U. And I absolutely hated passing Olympus, but at that point, I still had absolutely no income. And I needed another card more. Yeah, you had like 9 steel production, Druin. It was insane. No, I passed nitrogen to Druin, I think. I think I took the nuke zone over that. With the reasoning of it let me continue to push the pace of the game since I was pretty hard committed to a terraforming line. And it was development for income from the cheap TR. Was it a interstellar colony ship? Because that was the third pass to me, which I was a little surprised about. Ended up not. Maybe I shouldn't have bought it since I didn't get the science tags to play it. But Gen 2 or whatever, Gen 3, when those cards came around, it's hard to say at that point. I'm not sure I agree with you, Druin, but you know what you had in your hand at that time better than what I did. So maybe from your perspective, it really was Private who was clearly winning. From my perspective, you had 2 milestones and like 7 steel production. Meanwhile, Private had like 14 titanium he wasn't using at the time. So for me, it's a pretty easy. I say easy. Chat can verify that I sat there thinking about it for a few minutes, trying to figure out who was right to use it on. If Private had used all his titanium, I probably would have hit him with AMC. Not like it mattered. He was going to win regardless, so it doesn't change anything about the game. Anyway, I'm going to let you report the match since you won Private. GG's. Appreciate everyone that kept me company while I played this game, and guess we're going to losers bracket to see who I face against there. Later.